Hey, this is Tony from 6 String Corner, and today we're going to do the solo to Rush's Tom Sawyer, a very iconic song, and a solo that probably is a little more difficult than it looks because you really got to feel it. Hey, before we go any further, I just want to let you know too that I have the 6 String Corner tab library that contains the tabs to this solo, this song, and a whole bunch of other Rush songs, as well as a whole bunch of other classic rock, blues, pop songs. It's in the 6 String Corner library, so sign up for it. The link is in the description below. All right, let's get on with the music. This solo starts on the G string on the 1st fret. And what you're going to do is you're going to slide from the 1st fret to the 4th fret to the 7th fret. Alright, and it's only one pick, as you can see. Alright, so we want to just start off with that. And then we're going to be doing this little riff on the B string, on the 2nd string, between the 9th and the 10th. I'm sorry, between the 7th, 9th, and 10th frets. Alright, and then that last part there is on the G string. I'm doing a little bit of a pull-off. Or I might do some slight variations on that. I know he's done that too. But that's the gist of where the riff is at. It's right here on the, like I said, on the 9th fret, the 7th fret, and a little bit on the 10th fret. And then on the G string. Alright, and then so that one is played on the B string from the 10th, 9th, and the 12th fret. A little bit of a pull-off. And when I'll sometimes slide it, or you can just pick it. But I like it better slid. And then it goes to down here on this low section. Alright, that's just the A, B note, and then the D and the E notes are on the 5th and 7th fret on the E string. And then repeat that on the 5th string, or the A string, 5th and 7th fret. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to be using some pinched harmonics. Now, if you want to look on the right-hand part of my video, you really got to sort of grip that pick a little bit tight, and you got to sort of almost pinch that string so that your thumb is actually flicking off that string as well. But you really pick it tight, and you really got to snap it really hard to get this. Now it sounds even better when you have a little drive, and I will put some drive in here. Hear a little bit of a harmonic sound that's in there, and that is what he's doing here in this first part of this section of the solo, and the next part I'm going to show you in a second. So you want to try and get that as best you can. So what he does, and I'm going to leave the overdrive on just for this part of it so that you can hear it. So he's pushing up on the 5th fret here on the B string. That's an E note, and you're going to kind of bend it up, and then you're going to kind of, there's a double pull out to the open B. So you're off the 5th fret, the 3rd fret, and then to the open. But it goes quick because then you've got to you bend the 2nd fret here on the B string. Now he does it, I've seen him do it. We'll bend it with his pointer finger. That's fine. You'll see me do it with my ring finger. I don't know, whichever finger works. But or you can go, as long as you get that push up right here on the B string. There's no actual bending a whole step. So it's just sort of that and maybe about a half step there. But this one's up a half step. That's somewhere in between it, but it's just really kind of just giving it a really quirky sound. Just be sure you do the pinched harmonics in that. That really matters to that kind of sound. All right. And then this next part, it's really hard to pick out in the recording exactly what he's doing sometimes, and then I've seen it live, and of course he'll do this a little bit different live. So this is what I've come up with. He's shown this too on another video elsewhere on YouTube. Alex has shown it. He does it this way, and again, this is pinched harmonics for this part. So you can just do the notes individually. All right. Or sometimes what I do is I'll add a little flair to it. I'll put a little pull out. I'll put that a little bit in there. But your bottom line is you're here on the 5th and 7th fret on the B string. That's where you start. And then this is on the 7th and 6th fret on the G string, and then really quick on the 7th fret on the D string. That's an A note. So and you go back, and then go back to the 6th and 7th fret here on the G string, ascending now. And then you're going to end on that note you started with here, which is the E note. It's on the 5th note on the 5th fret on the B string. All right, so that's also done with the pinched harmonics. So these two together, you're going to be really using that pinched harmonic thing. So now you're going to jump up here. That's up here on the 9th and 12th fret. You're going to do a pull off and a hammer on. All right. So then we're going to go like this with a pull off and hammer on. Alright, so that's pulling off, hammering on using the 9th, 12th fret on the E string, and then I use the B note, that 12th note, or sorry, the 12th fret on the G string. I mean, sorry, the 12th fret on the B string. I'll get this right eventually. And then you close that part out, and with another pull, hammer on, pull out. And that's both on the 10th and 12th fret on the B string. Alright, and then on the 10th fret here, on the E string, you're going to pick that note, and then you're gonna bend it up. It's just, it's kind of like almost a whining sound. And then you jump up here to the, let's see, 12, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16th fret right here. So you're gonna bend that note right here after this bend here. So let me just play this in context. You go. And then a pull off. So 2 times da. And you bend a whole step up there, and it's got to be really fluid too. So try and make sure you get to those notes, especially up on this 16th fret. It sort of seamlessly goes right there. So you're bending. All right, they feel like they're almost like connected. And then there's this flurry of notes here from 16, 17, and 19 on the E string, and you just go back and forth, and you do pick. All right, so you just bend those, you just pick them like, and that's all it is just up and down on the pick motion, and all right, and then you end with, gosh, what fret? We're too far up here. We're at 15, 17, 19. Up here on the 19th fret. So it's dee 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 dee. All right, so you're bending that a whole step too. So down picking. I just do a quick up pick there in the middle of that. All right, you can let that hold out for just a fraction of a beat, and then you're going to come back to the main riff. I'm going to include that here because I think this is actually, to me, is part of the solo, kind of concluding it with the riff that it started with. So we go back to. All right, so that now he doesn't use his little finger. I use my little finger. So just word of the wise here. I use the little finger here. To me, it's much easier to play this lick right here. So you slide from 6 to 7 right here on the D string. And then that's 4 to 6, and then that's on the 7th fret on the A string, and then back to the 4th fret on the D string, and then down to the D note, which with your middle finger on the 5th fret on the A string. So that's the first half of it. All right, And we start the second half of that the same way. All right. When we get to the E note, instead of coming back up to here, we're going to go down to the D note, which is the 5th fret on the A string, and then we're on the 7th fret on the low E string. So twice. And alright, we come back into that riff right there that we did earlier, and then alright, and then all you drummers do your eardrums, because that's where Neil takes over, right there. And then that's the end of the solo. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you learned something. Hope this helps you out to make you become a better player. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and click the little bell for notifications. I've always got more stuff coming up, and there is plenty on this channel for you to check out as well, all right? Thanks again for watching, and rock on.